So, toys to life. If you grew up in the 2010s like I did, you probably had a couple of these, whether it was Skylanders, Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions, or Amiibos for that matter. So let's dive in to the topic of Toys to Life retrospective. First, let's start out with the game that started it all. Spyro's Adventure was a kids' platformer game that was made for the Wii and later ported to PS3, Xbox 3, and Xbox 360. The game is based off an old PlayStation game called Spyro, which is also a kids' platformer, and where the first Skylanders game got its name for Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure. The game came with a gimmick that if you wanted to experience the full game, you would have to purchase more characters and power-ups. This was ultimately a pioneer for DLC to modern games. The story of Skylanders is about the Skylanders fought to protect the core of light, but chaos was unleashed, a mysterious creature that destroyed the core. In the aftermath, Eon, the Portal Master, became a spirit, and the Skylanders, including Spyro, were banished from their world to Earth, where they returned into toy-like state as a result of its lacking magic. And you, as a Portal Master, were responsible to put the Skylanders on the portals and stop Chaos from his evil. Defeating Chaos was pretty much the main premises of all the games. Other than that, it did pretty well, earning an 8 out of 10 by IGN and a 78% on Metacritic, and it spawned 5 sequels. Now let's move on to another Toys to Life game, Disney Infinity. Let's say you're head of a multi-million-dollar company, and you see how popular Skylanders are. Why not make your own version, but with recognizable characters you own? Well, let me introduce you to Disney Infinity. This game was also based on another game. Can you guess what that game was? Yep, Toy Story 3, the video game. Created by Avalanche Studios, this had a unique feature called the Toy Box mode outside of its usual story mode, which was basically just a rehashing of Toy Story 3. The Toy Box mode allowed you to customize your own town and other characters and other things. The main gimmick of the game was the Toy Box mode. Granted, there are these things called playsets, which were stories based on Disney movies that were popular at that time. But the starter pack came out with the most recent movies, which is kind of unfair to old-fashioned Disney fans, in my opinion. But the main gimmick of the game was a toy box mode, which is basically a game creator where you can create races, battle your friends and other enemies. But there was kind of a flaw to this, because you had to buy in-game currency too, not just the figures, which is also kind of unfair. I feel like Skylanders is a little bit better by suggesting you buy the figures if you just want to play for the story mode, but then again, these are just basically rehashing of the stories of Disney. So, but it did end up spawning 3 sequels and then got canceled in 2016 by overproduction of the figures. And I will get to that in our next chapter, The Fall of Toys to Life. By now, everybody caught on to the Toys to Life competition. Nintendo and Lego started doing their own thing. Suddenly, people found it unfair that studios were creating full-price games with contact locked behind expensive toys. Also, people did not like the clutter that the toys had caused. They caused people's bins to fill up, hang on walls, put up shelf space. People just wanted to experience games, not to buy anything separately. Like the year 2017, it seems the Toys for Life were dying. Stores were putting the figures on clearance. And since companies underestimated the production of the figures, ooh, they did not sell very well. Alright, thank you guys to listen to my little rant, and let me know if you guys would think the Toys to Life genre would ever come back. Let me know in the comments.